Welcome back to another Spirit Island video. In this video, we'll be doing some lure into Russia 6. Now, lure is one of the best spirits in the game into Russia, and that's because of lure's special rule, Enthrall the Foreign Explorers. For each of your presence in a land, ignore up to 2 explorers during the Ravage step and any Ravage actions. And this special rule is so important in this matchup, because what that's going to do is Russia's level 3, it says Ravage cards also match lands with 3 explorers. So now, if you have a presence, a lure presence, in a land with 3 explorers, we then ignore 2 of those explorers during the ravage step. And now, since there's not 3 explorers, well, now it's not ravaging. So, lure's presence is really important in this matchup. So let's get started. This is a matchup that I've already done once, but I wanted to play it again just because it's been a while. And now that I've completed my Russia guide, hopefully I'll be able to kind of utilize some of the ideas that were talked about in that Russia guide and kind of show how lure plays in a maxed adversary game. So, okay. Starting explore is wetland, and that is I just explored there right now. And yeah, so that is not good. I mean, usually support F is one of the worst Russia boards, and that's because of this land F7. Both of your beasts are in that wetland, and for a lot of spirits, especially spirits that can't move beasts, that can become problematic. Fortunately for us, we are a spirit that can move beasts, so it's not that big of a deal. Now we're going to do the standard lure opening, where I like placing a presence, gaining energy, and gaining an element here, and I like playing Softly Beckon and Perils. And you're going to notice I'm going to hit my right innate as well as my left innate, and I'm going to put this presence over here on the mountain. Now, where I put this presence is really important. I think putting it here makes a lot of sense because I can actually disrupt both wetlands as well as pull the beasts into here. And then ideally, I'm going to put my second presence over here in the jungle. I'm a little sad if Sands comes up. I'm very happy if it's jungle. Ideally, I want jungle to pop up. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. Build wetlands, tight knit communities is gone, and of course it is that Sands. Now, I guess, so Sands isn't the end of the world because I could also stop the build on F8 here. Okay, so this is where all of the thinking comes down. So I think we do Softly Beckon. We're going to gather 2 explorers, 2 towns, 2 beasts, and 2 Dahan. We're going to gather these 2 here. We're going to gather this town. We're going to gather this town, these 2 explorers, and then this Dahan and this Dahan. Now, originally I was thinking about stopping my F3, but I'm going to have to take a Russia 6. I'd rather not take a Russia 6, and I'm using this as an opportunity to gather out the town out of my my F8. I then am going to use the left innate here where I can replace a town with explorers, or I can replace an explorer with an explorer. And whenever I'm doing this, I get to gather that explorer, and I'm going to actually do that here on my F8, pulling the explorer over here into my F4. Now I could get rid of the town here on F3, but I want to prioritize getting rid of this land here on F8 first. Now I actually could use my right innate here instead to push the explorer and still get rid of these. Now I think this is probably better. We then use Perils. We're going to get 1 fear. We're going to add the Badlands Beast. So we'll put Badlands Beast. And then we get to push the 2 Dahan. We're going to push these Dahan over here to my F2. And I'm doing that because I want to be able to use Dahan defend possibly down the road. And finally, we're going to use that right innate where I can destroy up to 2 explorers per token. And we're going to destroy 2 explorers, 2 fear. This guy gets pushed. I think we push it over here to the wetlands could be a problem. I don't want a building. I guess we do the jungle. Jungle can come up. I think it's better than the jungle on F2 because F2 could explore down the line. It seems pretty good. We take the Blight to scale on F3. We try to draft a defend for my F1. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty solid. We use the right innate, left innate. We use Softly Beckon and Perils. Okay, let's get that miner here. And we're prioritizing, well, there it is. So there's the defend. I was about to say we're prioritizing defend, followed by blight removal so that we can heal the coast. But I mean, Nature's Resilience is the best card we could ask for. I mean, Disorienting Landscape is also a busted card as well. It's perfect element that also adds wilds and disrupts explorers. I mean, this could be the card. I mean, defend is so important though, because we could play defend for my land on F1. So, and then Elusive Ambushes is another card to think about. Let's see. So we're taking the Blight here. If I play these two here, I probably want to wait a turn before playing Swallowed by the Wilderness. Because I can always play Wilderness next turn. Maybe I just have a very big turn next turn. Because I could, if I put a presence for bottom track, I could put it here. Then I can make my Sacred Site here. I can defend 6 here. Depends on how greedy I want to be. Because I could instead play, oh gosh, maybe it is Disorienting. If I play Disorienting this turn, I play Disorienting, I play Gift of the Untamed Wilds. I use Disorienting to stop the build here on F1. I then put the Wilds over here with Gift of the Untamed Wilds. And then I'll have the left and the right innate, so I can then trigger the right innate here. You know, I actually think it's Disorienting. I mean, it's so crazy, but I think Nature's Res is a busted card. And I know if I pick Nature's Res, I'm going to be in a very good spot because I'll have solutions for these lands. And honestly, it's probably still this card. The play I'm doing here might be a bit too greedy, but I want to see if this works. Because if I do these two, I hit both innates. Next turn, we grab another card. Or not, no, not, we don't grab another card. We just grab, we just place a presence and grab the energy, I believe. I think we do this because Disorienting, we throw the wilds. Oh no, it's not a wilds. It would just be a push because it's not a sands mountain, but, or it's not a jungle mountain. But we could just push this explorer over here into my F5. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Let's see what it is. Life's Tilt. We can remove a beast. We could pay for it. Do we want to pay for this card? I mean, usually top is better. I hate the fact that I could get take a blight from this. It's probably still the play. Life's Tilt. If I do pay for it, it adds a beast. Paying for it would require me forgetting perils because I can't afford to forget Swallowed. I mean, that could be fine. Now, if I do... How does this interaction destroy 2 per token? I might have made a... Yeah, I think I made a slight mistake, maybe. I don't think I was supposed to put the Explorer over here. I think it was supposed to go to my F2. Because I wanted to be able to clear this land completely. Well, hopefully it's Mountain Explorer. I don't think the extra health matters for this point. Yeah, so I think we pay for it. We forget perils. And we remove a disease. Yikes. Oh, but we could add a beast though. So we could add the beast here. Perfect. So I guess it works out. If we draw a slow, we remove a blight. And we did. So we get to heal a blight. That's pretty nice. And Thousand Small Circles does nothing. Okay. Wetland Ravage. Sands build, no Russia 6, and the Explorer is, hopefully it's Mountain. It is, nice. Okay, so we actually stopped the Explorer over here on F6. We explore here on F4, but this is just amazing for us because I've planned Swallowed, which is going to be 5 damage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will clear this land. And then, yeah, I mean, we are in a really good spot here. Now, if I do Gift of the Untamed Wilds, I could do it here. I mean, we could just wait on this, and we do, we use the right innate, or no, use the left innate, turning this town into 2 explorers. Then we use the right innate to fear, kill the explorers, push this guy. We're going to push it over here into the jungle. And once again, because of my presence here, I'm ignoring 2 of them, which is very, very important here. And then I'll have swallowed next turn. Time passes. And we are going to place another presence from bottom track. And we're going to get energy. And we'll place swallowed. And this presence will go right here in the jungle. And we're going to go with a plant. And now I'll have that right innate, which is going to line up perfectly on my escalation. So I get to escalate somewhere, and then I'm just going to basically explode and use that right innate, killing that. And this is just wrapping the game up. Wow, we're just so far ahead here. And it's great that we got rewarded for grabbing Disorienting to stop the Explorer over here on F1, or stop the build, because then that stopped the Explorer here. So, swallowed. Let's pay for it. Swallowed, 2 fear, and then I kill both towns. We are in really good shape here. Oh, another payment event. What is this? It costs Moon. Oh, wow. New diseases, pattern and dance. So I guess we get our disease back, lose it Han. That's from new diseases, and we don't have pattern and dance. We have no Dahan. Wow, I really don't want to forget another card, but I also don't want to add a blight. And this card does come back. I could forget Disorienting. Gosh, that feels so bad, though. If I do pay for it, I actually think I'm not supposed to pay for it. Cross my fingers. Hopefully it's not fast. And yes, it goes back in the deck, but I think we'll win by the time it comes back around. Yes, nice. So we don't even blight because it was not fast. Amazing. Got lucky on both of these. Actually, no, that's definitely the right play, because even if we hit the fast and we have to blight on our F2, it's not that big of a deal because we healed the blight from last turn. But okay, it's back in the deck. We have new diseases. Okay, fear cards does nothing, and does nothing. Sans Ravage. Oh, I made a slight mistake. I think. Well, I have to rush a 6. That's my mistake. I wasn't thinking all the way. The reason why it's a mistake is because now I added a town here, and I was hoping to cut off Sans Mountains. And as you can see, I did not do that. So, okay. And let's see. The Explorer is mountains. Dang. We have to escalate. I think we'll escalate here. Could do it here, though. Well, the fact is this land I think if we do like this, promise this is gonna blight. That's not the end of the world. If I can kill all of these, push the Explorer into, yeah, mountain is definitely unfortunate. If I did this, the problem is I don't want to push another Explorer into here. I guess I can escalate like that. Kill 2 Explorers, push the one over here. Guess that's fine. Yeah, we probably want to just let this land rush a 6 again. Yep, no, that's definitely the play here. And the reason why that's the play is because now we get to reclaim here, energy. And then we can choose the energy here, 1, 2. I actually think we just win the game now that I'm thinking about this. I was freaking out, and then I just realized we're pretty far ahead here. We choose the energy, and we're going to plant. There we go. Yep. And we have I forgot, we drafted Disorienting, and that actually stops this. Pushes that Explorer, and we're ignoring 4 Explorers, so we're fine. It's not ravaging. And then in the slow, we get to kill the city on the coast, and then we have Swallowed to deal with all of the towns at the end of the or I guess next turn. Promising Farmland. Yikes. Adds another town. Adds a beast. Okay. Mountain Ravage. We have to rush a 6. Mountain Build. And the Explorer is Jungle Sands. One of these has to be a town. There we go. Okay. Softly beckon. Gather. Actually, before we use softly beckon, let's use that innate. Turning this city into 3 explorers. 1, 2, 3. 1 fear. Oh, and there's the bomb. It's jungle. And we have to gather those explorers in. I believe we're okay though. I think the game will be over though. Gather all those in. We then have softly beckon. We're going to gather 2 explorers. Gather 2 towns. Gather 2 Dahan. We'll gather you, and we'll gather 2 beasts. Beast and beasts. We then use the Gift of the Untamed Wilds, adding a wilds. Then we're going to use the right innate, adding a Badlands. Then we're going to do the right innate, so we get to kill 2 explorers per token. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get to kill 12 explorers. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, I actually don't have enough though. It's 3, 6. How many tokens do I have? 2, 4, 6. I can kill 12 explorers. Do I have exactly enough? Looks like it. Yep. So I actually get to kill 12 explorers. 2 fear plus 1. And 1 gets pushed. We'll push this guy over here because we're ignoring it. And then time passes. And we actually still don't win the game here, which is pretty ridiculous. But I think we actually just place 1 presence from bottom track. Playing this card. Getting a minor here. And perfect. We have Sucking Ooze. I'm like, we just need a little bit more fear, and that's exactly what we need to win the game. And we'll put this presence right here in the mountain. We use Sucking Ooze, 2 fear, isolate this. Then we use Swallowed by the Wilderness, 2 fear, and then we're going to be able to do 5 damage plus 1, so 6 damage killing the towns. And that is GG. So a very solid game with Lure. If I didn't pick up Sucking Ooze this last turn, I wouldn't have been able to get the last 2 fear, and then the game would have lasted a little bit longer. But as you guys can see, we're just in a complete control here. I think Lure is really good. The trick with Lure into this matchup is focusing on the coast. Okay, like right from the beginning of the game, I was looking for answers for this land and this land, and the card I picked is Disorienting, but I also had access to both natures, and then the weaker card would have been Elusive Ambushes, but still I had 3 answers for the coast, and that's really the trick here. So if you like this video, like, subscribe for more content. I will see you guys in the next video.